Like yeah. Yeah. Hee hee. I am what would many consider a hipster, and I find your videos, website and fascination and dedication to the hipster lifestyle simultaneously hilarious and pathetic. Well, it's time for my yoga session, but I'm glad I checked in today. A lot of my friends visit the site. It's very funny. Seriously. Like yeah.
It is comments like this that only prove me to be as incredibly self-involved as even I suspected. Anti-hipster sentiment is really based on a love of people who have jobs, careers, pay taxes and contribute to the general public welfare by good citizenry. Although the hipsters think they have healthier and more fulfilling social lives, this stems from their adolescent Weltanschauung, where superiority is perceived rather than achieved. But this is not their fault. Since their mommies and daddies for the most part scrimped, saved, and borrowed to give them fine liberal arts college educations, they never suspected that the foul and degenerate state of academia would produce a generation of "beta minuses" such as we behold today, totally devoid of any socially redeeming values. Judging from your comments, a lot of pro-hipster sentiment evidently comes from poser proto-intellectual homoerotified types who feel that the more sensitive, intelligent, physically slimmer, and culturally aware hipster ideal of so-called masculinity is the epitome of "metrosexuality." And of course this is as right as it is also utterly meaningless. The culture that they are aware of is unrelated to anything which has the slightest contribution to society, since it is based on the hipster's own narcissistic self-exploration with its central focus on purchasing the next size smaller hat or jacket, when it is not engaged in masturbatory acts with an Apple product of some sort. It is goals like this which not only define the hipster, but help to identify the simpleton exhibitionists. At some point in their lives hipsters probably got mocked and ridiculed, or even had the crap smacked out of them by their own former classmates and families for acting like the sarcastic smug little adolescents they are, and are no longer welcome in their own hometowns, never mind home. Hence they come to New York City like the rest of the world's unwashed, but unlike the hard-working foreigner, illegal or not, who within a year or two of landing here has a job, or a business or both, and is working hard to achieve something, the hipster lays about diddling with its cell phone and or laptop, sucking down fair trade coffee, and has maybe a part-time gig or gigs in things like urban design and media or some such other sophomoric aphorism, when it is not seen smirking behind a copy of the local free newspaper. If you think about it, the rest of the city, never mind society, are well aware the sum total of the hipster contribution revolution is about mocking and ridiculing the rest of society and their mentalities. It's not about meat and muscle anymore. Hipster sentiment often comes from people who simply can't keep up with normal activities and imagine some big, undefined social change where the lazy, unproductive, and indolent will continue to consume like parasites in the fantasy world they have made for themselves. In this self-delusional world they actually believe others are envious of them. Remember, the hipster will always come up with syllogisms such as you can always rate the amount of insecurity someone has by the amount they rant about hipsters, because that's all they can do in defense of an empty existence. They're always trying to school everyone else, no matter how little they themselves know.
Like yeah. Yeah. I sort of wish I had a penis right now, cause I'd ask you to have my baby motherfucking bravo. I am going to call daddy for my $5,000 allowance now.
Thank you, however I cannot take credit for that suck-a-caco rebuttal. Unlike any hipster, that would take credit for something they never actually did. At least I'm honest about it.